Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to do life a better way, an easier way, a faster way, a more effective way. So if you have the solution to that, why don't you talk to your audience right now? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into how digital products really is the best thing in the online space. Before we begin, I do want to encourage you to stay towards the end. I am offering something truly crazy and amazing, so make sure you guys stay till the very end. Now, if you don't know me by now, my name is Maria Henderson. I have been a business coach since 2019, and I'm a mom of two, a wife, a coach, a podcaster, author. And now we're talking about digital courses and how this really does change your business model if you decide to go all in on digital courses. In the 5 years of my coaching business, I went all in on one-on-one coaching. I went all in, packed my calendar, and felt super drained and overwhelmed. And one of the things that was the best decision I ever made was last year in 2024, I decided to go crazy on my digital courses, which really have transformed my business. I'm going to share with you guys exactly what that means. What is digital courses? What can you really do with digital courses? And how easy it is to actually create a digital course. If you're already in business, you probably have already some sort of offer. These offers are essentially a digital course. It is something that is kept on your laptop or computer, and you can keep selling it until the wheels fall off. Last year, I had my 3 signature programs, and I had little master classes here and there that I've done that I packaged together as a thing that I would offer my one-on-one clients. I also had a podcasting course that I sold to my community who were in the podcasting for women in business. And those were really the only courses that I actually had. So last year, when I dove into selling digital courses full time, I decided to put those all together as a bundle and started selling it that way. On top of that, I also created new courses and trainings on a monthly basis. All year last year, I was creating monthly coaching trainings and video courses that my community could choose to participate in for a small amount. These amounts differ from $47 all the way up to $127. And people actually bought my stuff. And that was when I realized I don't actually have to be stuck doing one-on-one coaching calls. While I love my clients, I really enjoy them. They are probably the best thing in my business is making all the connections with all these amazing people. I really wanted my time back. And that was one of the biggest things that I really was strapped for. I felt like my business really turned into a 9 to 5 job that I implemented. I put it there. I was the one who was scheduling my calls. I was the one who was packing my day with all these different things to do. That gave me a sense of empowerment because if I was the one doing it, that means I can actually change my business model and really afford myself the time that I wanted. So last year, I really focused on that. And I was trying different kind of things. I tried marketing methods to ensure I was getting sales on a monthly basis. I was doing bundles. I was creating new trainings that were specific to the actual month. It was really cool to see how quickly I was getting sales while I was just sitting there. I didn't have to be in front of a Zoom call. I didn't have one-on-one appointments that I needed to make. It was literally bank deposits were getting into my Stripe account, and then my Stripe payments were coming into my bank account, and it was fantastic. One of the best feelings in the world is creating something and then allowing it to just continue to pay you forward. Also, one of the things that I didn't know how to do was actually put out the offer before I actually created the thing. And I started doing that on a really regular basis where I'd put out the offer, see if people bought it, and then I would create the thing 2 or 3 weeks later. I became also a really great course creator because that's all I was doing last year. I was creating courses, filming the trainings, and then putting them out there and making it available to the participants that were already reserved their spot for the training. That was also really a great way to do market research. Before you actually put the time into the training, you already know if it's going to sell or not. One of the things I was afraid of was what if I put all this effort into something that it wasn't going to sell? I could actually put the offer out, create like a sales page for it. And as people buy it, that validated why and when and how I need to create the training. That really gave me a boost of confidence in my new method and my new business model. And one of the best things about this is that I still have my courses. I'm still selling those courses. And now I have this thing called the Vault. And the Vault is all of my trainings, all of my signature programs, all of my master classes, all the things all in one, where you would actually pay a monthly membership to have access to it. And I will continue to put things in there, new trainings, new signature programs, and what have you. And you will continue to receive that at $97 per month, no matter the value of the training. You get to have that full access. The freedom of digital products, guys, there's a ton of videos about how you can just create a digital product and sell it, and bam, you're good. But for me, I think the reason why it works so well is because I already had an audience. I have my podcasting for women in business that has about 21,000 people in it. I also have an email list that has about 7,000 people in my email list. And then once I put out my course, selling that isn't this hard pull where a lot of people actually are met with crickets, right? Now, one of the things I want you guys to think about is if you don't have an audience yet, I want you to think about who is currently following you. Who are these people? Because these people still have a problem. And that's where I want you guys to think, well, how can I help them solve their problem? Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to do life a better way, an easier way, a faster way, a more effective way. So if you have the solution to that, why don't you talk to your audience right now? If you have an audience of 50, 100, a couple hundred people, find out what their issue is. And how you do that is you could do like a question on your stories. What is your biggest issue with? Let's say you're a dietitian. What's your biggest issue with health? Let's say you are a finance person. What is your biggest issue with finance and money? And then see what people actually respond with. And that will be your door to what kind of course you can start creating, because everyone already has some sort of eyeballs on them. It's just a matter of using the eyeballs, so to speak, as a tool to see what you can create so that you can actually start converting these people into money. Eventually, you're going to get an audience of people that actually look to you for things. I didn't start off with a huge Facebook group. I didn't. I had to grow that Facebook group and eventually just kind of became its own thing. I didn't start off with 7,000 people on my email list. I had to grow that email list and nurture them and email them on a consistent basis. Now, where I drop an offer, people actually buy because they know me, they like me, and they trust me. I don't want you to be discouraged though, because just because I have all these things in line doesn't mean you can. Because I started off with zero. I started off with convertkit.com with no one to email. I want to emphasize here that digital courses is really important when it comes to freeing up your time. I don't want to poo-poo on one-on-one coaching calls and one-on-one clients. I love them. It was a really great experience for me in terms of how to deal with people, how to manage coaching clients, how to manage my courses and my programs, what to offer, what to provide, and all these different things in a coaching business. However, it definitely, having a digital product is a lot more freeing, and you can actually sell it over and over and over again and still make an income without being stuck and glued to either your phone or your computer. It is very freeing once I had decided to go all in on my digital courses. Really excited because we do have the course creation training. I'm going to link it below. It is a really amazing step-by-step training that teaches you how to do your very first course creation. We teach you how to market, we teach you how to sell, and most importantly, we teach you what to put your course within. What are you going to teach? I teach you how to find a niche that is actually in demand and also that is within your passions. And I teach you how to do that in the course creation training link below. Again, the offer is at a rate that is only for now, so make sure that you dive in before the rate actually increases. Get in and actually start doing it. You'll get immediate access once you're in the training, and I'll see you guys on the inside. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that. I am going to be talking more on digital courses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.